Look at these sunlit peaks and the thick white fog rolling through the valleys. This is the Appalachian Mountain Range in West Virginia. Locals know better than to take these winding roads after the sun goes down. Truckers actively route around this specific stretch of highway, avoiding the area entirely because of an enduring local legend. Officially, there is nothing up here but an abandoned weather monitoring site. But if you push far enough through the tree line, you find this: a rusted transmission tower rising beside a weathered yellow building. The station, WVR-13, closed its doors in 1996. Power lines were severed decades ago. There are no backup generators. Yet the transmission tower still hums, and the red on-air sign remains brightly lit. Documentary filmmaker Mason Reed made a career out of exploring deserted places like this. He drove up the mountain to trace a mysterious, looping warning broadcast, but he vanished, leaving behind only corrupted footage. Before his disappearance, Reed explored the station's basement and found rows of dusty recordings. They all stopped in 1996, except for one tape. When he played it, he heard his own voice, recorded on a brand new cassette, stamped with a date from the future. The evidence points to something more complex than a haunting. WVR-13 functions as an active piece of infrastructure, operating with a specific mechanical purpose that demands an investigation into its power source. Deep beneath the station, something living has taken root. Thick organic tendrils burst through the cracked concrete, anchoring a massive subterranean entity. This entity operates as a parasitic intelligence. It listens to the world above, learning human voices to project its reach beyond the mountain. The physical result of this mimicry is horrifying. Hundreds of pale bodies hang suspended in the surrounding forest. They don't scream. Their jaws simply open, pouring out deafening, unbearable static. The station manager realized continuous human broadcasting acts as an acoustic firewall. As long as the audio loop holds, the creature remains locked below. But if the signal stops for even a second, the quarantine fails and the entity is released. These broadcasts serve as weaponized white noise, a constant acoustic pressure designed to keep a localized apocalypse confined. To maintain a permanent audio signal without electricity, the station relies on a different power source. Inside the sealed control room, the original 1996 radio hosts are still sitting at their microphones. Their bodies have degraded into skeletons, with old radio speakers embedded directly into their skulls. Black organic roots wrap tightly around their rib cages, fusing with the mixing desks. The roots physically animate the skeletons, forcing their jaws to read scripts. A 1996 recording captures the final moments of the shift, screams to turn off the transmitter, and a panicked worker replying, "It won't let us." They were integrated into the station's architecture, forced into a permanent broadcast they could never stop. WVR-13 doesn't need an electrical generator. The acoustic firewall relies entirely on an endless loop of biological human sacrifice. Mason Reed's disappearance followed a specific mechanical logic. The station's containment system targeted him, treating his arrival as a necessary intake of fresh components. The original operators are rotting away. As their bones degrade and their jaws fail, the acoustic firewall weakens. To keep the broadcast running, the machine occasionally needs fresh parts. When Mason entered the control room, one of the decaying hosts surrendered its chair. He reached for the microphone, becoming the newest human transmission battery. The famous repeating message, "If you can hear this, don't come looking for us," serves a specific purpose. It sounds like a warning, but it operates as highly effective psychological bait. This diagram shows how the message filters the population. It terrifies the average person away, but guarantees deeply curious explorers will seek out the source. The system maintains perfectly. An old host dies, the signal lures new blood, and the acoustic firewall remains unbroken. Ultimately, WVR-13 operates as a self-sustaining trap. For the driver who hears that calm voice through the mountain fog, the machine's selection process is already complete.
Please subscribe my channel for more horror video like this.